This is the new face of Colombia. A former rebel turned president. And beside him, a woman born into poverty, who will now be the country's first ever black vice president. The victory of Gustavo Petro and Francia Márquez marks a new chapter in the politics of this deeply conservative country. The celebration, testament to the fact that Colombians were keen to move on from its past and vote for a new future. For former leftist guerrilla Alexa, the shots she takes now come from this camera, not from a gun. She left the mountains of Colombia 5 years ago when the FARC signed a peace deal with the government. Photography is now her weapon for change.
It's assumed that FARC laying down its arms meant peace for the country, but that wasn't the case. That was the first step towards peace, social justice and no hunger. Of course, I would prefer to vote for someone who would allow me to eat and give me more guarantees to study, and those guarantees will allow me not to go back to armed struggle.
But there are lots of people who disagree. There's a fear of the past and a fear of the future with a president like Gustavo Petro. And that's why nearly half of Colombia's voters chose this man, Rodolfo Hernández, a Colombian Trump and a TikTok king. Going viral with videos like this. I asked supporter Julieta what she made of that video.
Muy a su manera, o sea, él es como es.
He was unique, she says, a breath of fresh air.
Nosotros no estamos como en Venezuela.
We aren't like Venezuela, but that's our fear, that we could become like that, says Julieta. She's scared the economy is going to take a dive under the new president. These elections revealed the deep dissatisfaction among Colombians across the board with traditional politics. Both candidates offered something new, but in the end, the candidate who won offered a more appealing solution to the gaping inequalities in this country. What's happened here is expected to strike a chord with voters across South America. Next up are Brazil's elections in October. Could leftist former President Lula unseat far-right Jair Bolsonaro in a similar way? Katie Watson, BBC News in Bogotá.